between these two to see who's the next to clock that magical target. Steve Scott in the white top and black shorts, wearing number 90. And no doubt looking, even at this early stage, to see where Walker is. Walker wearing number 96, and there he is in the blue shorts, and rather a hasty start. So they have to go back to the line. That was Andreas Vera of Spain who anticipated the gun. The expected pacemaker in this race is Gary Staines of Belgrave Harriers, who is in fact the only Englishman in the race, and someone's got a problem there right at the start. They seem to have lost their shoes. I think it was Jeff Atkinson of the United States of America, so that will effectively, I would think, leave him out of the race. And Staines has gone off very quickly indeed, and the pursuing pack not showing a great deal of interest in his pace at this stage. Gary Staines, who is this year's Southern champion, and has gone off perhaps a little too enthusiastically for the experienced athletes behind him, Peter.
Well, we do see this sometimes. I mean, promoters always assume that runners need a pacemaker. Well, so they do probably if they're going to have a shot at records. But probably these group of runners, and certainly a man like Steve Scott now in third place, are not really interested in that. They don't really want the pace to be that quick, so they're just leaving him go on his own. Because in fact the pace is not that fast, even for Staines, and he's only run a 60.77 first lap.
Proven, I think, by the fact that the New Zealander Tony Rogers has gone to the front of that pack of better quality athletes. Rogers, the national 1500 metres champion a year ago in his native New Zealand, and an Olympic finalist. Jose Abascal also in the leading group, just behind Rogers, and still no sign yet of a move by any of the big three or four to stay with Gary Staines' pace. And you can't blame him. He has been setting more or less the time that he was asked to set, but the others are running their own race behind him. Abascal there is number 94, the Spaniard, who's Olympic and European bronze medalist. Very consistent runner, a very fast time. Just behind him now in fourth place in the white top and blue shorts is Tom Maloney, the Irish runner. But with two to go, the big names beginning to pull up towards the top of the pack.
Yes, and with the time at 880 yards, only 2 minutes 3 seconds, certainly Staines himself out in front there will be finding that an easy pace to run off, so this isn't a case we're going to see the pacemaker step off the track. He's got a good chance himself, I think, of keeping going, although it can be a little difficult for a runner when the pack close in on you, as they are now. But certainly Staines, who's got a personal best 1500 metres this year of 3:40, equivalent to around about a 3:57 mile, should be well able to handle this. But it's obviously going to be a very fast last lap.
Indeed it is, with a lot of men in contention now. Scott just making his way through the pack, I can see. Walker a little bit back off the pace at the moment, and Abascal looking the friskiest of them all as they come through. With Jeff Atkinson of the United States, and if indeed it was him who lost his shoe, that's a remarkable performance. But Abascal it is who leads at the bell in 3 minutes 2.79. Walker, we couldn't have expected too much for him. He's only been over here for a couple of days, and it's winter in New Zealand, so he's got no sharpness or racing form or speed behind him. Scott now has moved through into second place behind Abascal, and one wonders whether that gap is enough for the experienced Steve Scott to make any headway. Walker has just moved through on the left-hand side of the picture, coming through on the pack, and there's Steve Ovett incidentally down the home straight, the back straight rather, getting ready for his race. Ray Flynn now has moved through also into third place. So it's Abascal who leads, Scott is second, and Flynn is third, and it looks like Abascal's race. And the Spaniard, who's run so many terrific times, has the race. Marcus O'Sullivan and the Irishman finishing very fast indeed, and looks as though he'll take third place, but Abascal wins it from Scott, with O'Sullivan third, Walker fourth. And that now means, because the winner's time was 3:57, and Walker being in fourth place will also have been below 4 minutes, so that's 109 sub-4 minute miles for each of Scott and Walker. So they've matched each other stride for stride again. Well, down by trackside, watching that race with interest, I'm sure. One of the night's big winners, Zola Budd, winner of the 3,000 metres, talking